Welcome back to Get Excited.
I'm your host, Jay.
And I'm your host, Justin. Boom. All right, bro. How was your day yesterday?
Bro, work was so ass, bro. Literally so ass. I was food running.
Ooh.
And by the end of the night, it started off cool. I'm like, okay. When I got in, I'm not gonna lie, my energy was low. I was feeling the weight of a lot of shit. I'm like, fuck, with the pod and everything that we got working and trying to get visuals going and worrying about money and worrying about music complacency too, bro.
Real.
I was my head was not in a good spot. And I told my shorty that, and I wanted
Bro,
to talk
I
to her.
literally told my shorty that too, and then she was like, "Well, if Jay fix the problem that was going on, why didn't you guys just reshoot?" I'm like, "You don't get it. You can't just
don't understand.
You can't just hop back in."
Once we dealt with problems back to back to back. So once you deal with that, and it's those problems arise, it's hard for you to just
exactly,
you
right?
know what I mean?
That is the perfect way to say it.
It pisses you off so bad, even though these are little things, you know what I mean? They're bigger issues to worry about, but it still pisses you off. And I was telling my girl, and I could tell she really was trying to console me, but I I could hear it in her voice damn, nigga. When it's so much, it's what can I even say to make you feel better?
No.
You feel me? But when I got to work, I just was feeling more zen. I was talking to Kevin. Kevin is just
that's my boy.
I was the SP.
Heard that boy got a girl. Hey, I'm so happy.
No, not that Kevin.
Oh,
Kevin Marine.
That's still my nigga too.
Yeah, of course, but he was listening to UK house, and that nigga, he was jigging it the whole time,
Bruh.
And I was like, how can I be upset, bro? How can I be upset? It just puts it into perspective.
For real.
It's you really can't just take everything too serious.
I know.
Just all right, despite these things, let me just live today. You feel me? I don't have to worry about all the expenses and shit. It's more so your mind gets stuck on the future.
Yeah.
And you're giving today yourself those worries of tomorrow. It's I just had to just chill out for a second, but then it fell to shit.
Quote that.
It all fell to shit though.
Yeah.
The staff is just bro, Philippe was tight as fuck, cause Sydney was, sorry, we're dishing out all this shit.
Yeah,
this work drama, but listen, man.
Oh, I didn't even get to tell you some other shit, but go ahead.
Yeah, so Sydney had section 9 or something like that, and Philippe had section 3. So they're in the same vicinity. They're both have party tables, but Sydney didn't take a single party, bro. And literally Frank was taking orders for him at some point, bro. And Philippe was just hot.
Let me guess. Sydney was just disappearing, huh?
No, it's not that he was disappearing. It's just that he just be lacking. I don't know if he was fried. He's just being there lacking.
I can't tell it, boy.
And by the end, I was looking at the screen. It's 9:45, and we're 8 pages back. And I'm yeah, everybody tip me online, because once it turns 10, I'm leaving.
Yeah, facts.
And then Frank got out there, and Nikki was I'm spread the word. He's everybody tip online. Jay's got 6 more minutes on, and Frank was right there. And I'm waiting, if he says something, I don't care, bro. It's to the point where it's not my responsibility. They take advantage so much, so to where it's I'll show up, that's my duty. But the days in which I put myself on a limb and do things outside of my job description to help you guys out, it's over, bro.
That's something that needs to be taught to people. If you're getting paid the bare minimum, I'm doing the bare minimum.
I literally had that recognition in my mind. I'm what time is it? 8 pages back? I don't get paid enough for this shit. I'm leaving, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, literally, it's so funny because the people who do the least amount of work will get the most promotions, will get more money.
Everything is slack with
exactly,
them.
Right?
Really...
But like when you try to be like the person who does everything right, how it's supposed to be done, they take advantage of that, and you're basically like you're fodder to them. Like
Yeah.
you get the most usage for the least amount of pay because they're like he'll do it anyway.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
like when these niggas try to reprimand me about anything or be like, oh that like the oil was nasty, I'm like, okay. And then you'd be like, I cleaned it, I'll be like, cool. I don't give a fuck. I burned myself at that job too many times and I could have filed multiple lawsuits. I chose not to because I'm like,
With like the burns and stuff back
yeah.
there.
And like with all the types of burns, I'm like, bro, I don't get paid enough to like literally lose my flesh off my body.
Yeah.
Like to change that oil, like there needs to be safer precautions. So I just leave that to them when it comes to something like that because I can't handle getting splashed with oil no more.
Every single time. Yeah, I saw some of
Yeah.
those, like the carnage of that shit,
Yeah,
bro.
that shit's it gets bad. And like I
Like,
don't get paid enough for that shit.
and I literally got home and I was just like, it's I you know how I work, bruh. Like anything I do, I put 110% into it, even if I'm just back there running food. But it got to the point where it was like it was like going crazy. And I look at the clock, I'm like, no way, it's only 8 o'clock, bruh. No way it's only 8 o'clock.
That type of shit has me
And I'm
spazzing.
like, what the fuck? I go to the bathroom and I just had to just like level myself for a second. I looked at my wallpaper as my girl. I'm like there's no reason for me to just be burning myself to the max. And it's like they took yesterday. I mean, I guess it's a Thursday. No one can account for it being that busy. But they were training two new guys, like a new fry guy and a new guy like on the grill. And it was just like 30-minute ticket times
Bro,
plus,
you don't even
bro.
have to say
Like
I already know who's working. They're not necessarily bad, but like
they're fresh.
yeah, they're
They have
fresh and they
potential.
need to yeah, they do. They definitely do. It's just like they need to know how to filter out those like days to them. Of course, there's no other way to like, train someone in like rather than just putting them in that situation, have them do the task.
Yeah.
But like those extra busy days, like especially a Thursday, well, at least it's not the weekend to be honest,
Yeah,
because I feel like the
that's what
weekend
I
would be
mean. Like,
worse.
you got to give them the benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt. We can't just be like, oh, it's all bad. They're doing all
yeah,
this shit on purpose. They're doing. I won't say they're doing their best, but like
they're
certain
trying.
things you can't get around. And it
Yeah.
was just like that was just a situation, and it's like
True.
fuck, bro.
That one new guy on the chart came in at the worst time when we got lamb chops back on the.
Yes, bro. Literally yesterday, it was just like it was just nut shit, bro. First of all, everybody was sending shit back. Like everybody
Oh
was sending
shit,
stuff back. I don't know what was going on back there, bro. It's just like it was literally a OD, and then I temp it, and it was supposed to be mid rare. It's medium plus, and then Kevin was like good catch, and he temps the other steak next to it, and it's mid rare, and we flip them, and then we send it out, and Philippe is like, yo, it's OD again, and he's like, the guy wasn't tripping, but it's like mid well. I'm like, what? We
wait,
literally
what?
tempted, but. That's what he said, but I didn't care, bro. Like at that point, I don't give a fuck. All of us are drowning. You feel me?
Yeah,
It's only but so much you can do. But social media, like, has been blowing. Apparently, like the
bro,
lamb chops have
yes.
been blowing up on like Twitter and TikTok because you niggas are nasty, bro. And they're like palm crusting that shit, bro. Yesterday,
Already?
somebody came in and was like, I handed the plate, right? And she's like, oh, the baked potato is supposed to be palm crusted. I'm like, the baked potato? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I just sighed and I'm like, all right, give me 1 second, bro. Like, if you guys don't know what parm crust is, it's basically like, imagine,
It's 5 cheese, and then you put Swiss on it with breadcrumbs. And now, this 5 cheese is very like
it's like saucy,
yeah, saucy,
goopy.
clumpy, and like already has cheese mixed up into it, but it's just more like soupy type, and like it's disgusting to see how much stuff you guys parm crust. I've heard someone want a palm crusted salad before.
It's like if basically there's no way to palm crust anything and have it be healthy. You palm crust that shit,
Exactly.
that's clogged arteries.
Bro, you know palm crust wings are trending on TikTok
Palm
because
crust wings.
because this woman on TikTok said, "Yeah, try palm crusting your wings." She did it at one of the Longhorn locations, and now every time I work, I can't get away from it.
I've never seen
Literally,
that.
literally the our coworkers at Longhorn sent me the video because they're like, "Bruh, like we thought of you when we saw this TikTok because we just know how much you hate palm crust and that shit." And like it's crazy because like you never seen it until that video was made. Now everybody wants it.
It's a
Now
trendy like
yeah, it's the new trendy
beehive
like
mindset.
that
It's like, I
shit's
gotta
gonna
try
become like a menu item probably fucking
palm
soon.
crusted wings.
Like that's so like right,
That's
bro.
disgusting.
That shit made me mad. I didn't even want to try it because I was like, you guys are so fucking fat, bro.
Like all the extra greasy, extra oily. Honestly,
Bro.
like these days my body is rebelling against me. It's
Nah,
like
for
it's like
real.
nah, don't put that shit in here, bro.
Like yeah, you really have to be conscious because like what you put in is what you're gonna get out.
Yeah.
And especially like also your body odor. Like depending on what you eat, like you'll smell 10 times worse. Like let's say there's some nigga in Texas right now probably only eat brisket and steak. That nigga smell like shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Because of all the stuff, all that processed meat he's putting in his body and he's sweating it out. So even
Yeah,
if he
bro.
puts
All
deodorant,
those order like I saw this
exactly.
one kid, like just this kid I follow on TikTok, and like the things that he eats for breakfast, I'm like, damn nigga, you like, it's just one of those, man. You see them and you're like, that nigga's so zen, that nigga's so hippie that like you just know he smells like flowers or some shit, bro. Like he's eating like mashed avocado and
Ooh.
sauerkraut and like some and like
Why does that
it's
sound so
basically
good
like an
though?
over easy egg, and then he has like these basically like this chia seed looking shit, and like some it's not almond milk or something, but like I think it's like coconut milk or something. Eating it in a papaya, like just just eat it mad, like you know what I mean, mad healthy.
Damn. Hold on, I gotta try that though. That shit sound nice, low key.
Does not sound bad whatsoever. It's like if you think about it, that's the way we're meant to be eating. That's the way we're built to be
Yeah.
eating. Like we have the same teeth structure as like herbivores, cows and shit like that. Not really meant to be, you know.
To go a little deeper, there was this video I saw where it showed that a lot of the products that we put into our body or even on our body contain like pork, like a lot, like even our toothpaste contains pork. And like
It's
that's
interesting too, because like a lot of like religions don't eat pork at all.
exactly. So
The
like
Muslims,
imagine
the
if you're Muslim and you're brushing your teeth with Colgate. You're done. You're cooked, bro. You didn't even know it. Like, and it's crazy to see.
yeah. I've been thinking a lot about that, like how, like obviously in a lot of ways we, I guess, improved from our more primitive selves, but like also the ways that we've regressed because we're so reliant on things now. Like we're supposed to
Yes.
be able to just be outside and like live in that temperature. You know what I mean? We have AC that's fucking up our body's temp regulation, and like stuff like taking shower. I've been now trying to condition myself to take more cold showers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like it feels more good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After
Nothing
it's
hits
done,
like a cold shower, bro.
it's just
Oh,
I just feel more refreshed. I feel more like energized, and like it just feels more raw. Do you know like the Spartan Warriors? If you to use warm water, like you're basically a bitch if you use warm water. Like that was unacceptable, bro.
to be honest, I can't even blame them because like you would definitely be fucking up your body temp, especially if you're going to be marching out into war.
It was trials because like they had like the most crazy rigorous like
I would love to train like a
training
Spartan,
programs,
bro.
and it was basically from childhood to middle, like the childhood training regimen was different from the middle age regimen to the like your older years, and it's
Yeah.
like they were always training, always trying to push their limits. And because you could be marching out there in some crazy weather, they just had like cloaks and shit on, bro. Like, yeah, them niggas were gangster.
They were gangster, bro.
They were
I
gangsters,
had
bro.
mad respect for the
Of
Spartans.
course, and you think about like, I guess us, like if you pick a handful, 10 Gen Z of the population, like maybe one of them niggas takes cold
Yeah.
showers. Maybe one of them niggas like
Not only that,
trains themselves every day or eats right or
I feel
something.
like it's like their mentality and how they grew up. Because if you think about it, like when a Spartan child goes into training, like your mentality is like, I always gotta survive. Like I'm doing this for like to later on that I just have the skills to be like a straight assassin.
Yeah.
And like think about how like when people grow up in struggle, they're more hardened. Not in the sense where like emotionally, but like almost like mentally,
Yeah.
where they're like, I can overcome any struggle versus a nigga who just got it easy.
From
Like
the start.
yeah, nigga get his tire pop. It's the fucking end of days for that man right there.
Also, like the aptitude for problem solving. Because niggas are
Yeah.
just like, oh, this happened. I gotta.
You feel
You
me?
know what
I feel
mean?
like that like we are not in par with on par with the older generations in that aspect.
I mean, when I got in my car accident, despite how I felt, I was getting better with my dad. Me and my dad haven't always had like the greatest relationship, but it was like on the up from there. And what's it called? I like, despite how I felt, I'm like, and it wasn't even a second thought. Like the first person I need to call is him because
Exactly.
like he's gonna tell me, he's gonna level me. I wasn't like freaking out or anything, but he's like, you know what I mean, just he's asking me questions that I didn't even think to ask myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like look around, is any, all these things. It's like, we kind of just, oh fuck, what do I do? Like, go crazy. But it's like, what happens in a more intense situation where you need to be less reactive
Exactly.
and more like, I need to breathe
it's very
and
funny
problem
you say
solve right
this.
now. You know what I mean?
It's
Like,
very funny you say this because it's weird how you bring these up because I feel like every time, like the day before, I was literally talking about this with my girl because
Yeah.
like she was talking about Andrew Tate and then him being sexist. I'm like um I was first talking about the Ryan Garcia situation and him talking to Andrew Tate, and then she said, "Oh, that he's sexist." I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "I don't agree with everything he says, but I feel like some of the things he says
of
hold true."
value.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And he was saying like this. She showed me this video and was trying to prove to me something, and he said in the video, if we were in a plane and flying into like the eye of a tornado, I would want a man to be flying the plane. And then they were just in the video they just made an edit like, oh, that's so sexist, and then she was like, see, and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, hold on, no. And then what I did is I related it to her when I would be driving and she see like, a car slow.
that's daps.
You feel me? Like she sees a car like, slow down and I'm not slowed down yet. She's like, babe, she's panicking, I'm over here, I'm just straight faced like, all right, I probably just need to get over.
Yeah.
Like internally I can be panicking, but like
Your face is not, you know what I mean?
exactly,
It's
like
less reaction first.
it's less reaction.
More like analytics first, where it's not, like, I guess, it's not sexist in nature. It's just the nature of, I guess, like gender tropes, where
Yeah.
that's gonna be your tit for tat. It's more so, not to say that women can't be like that. I would say honestly, oh, very like hardened, not hardened and they don't have any emotion or anything, but someone who's been through a lot, a woman that's been through a lot and knows how to like control her emotions and knows
Yeah,
how
of
to
course.
navigate a situation. I would respect that woman more than I respect a nigga of the same caliber. Because, like,
Exactly.
what does it take for you to get there? Because by nature, women are more emotional, obviously. They're more like reactive in a lot of things. Like, I remember when I was well, let's not even
Yeah.
go there. But it's like I remember what's it called? Telling my girl about like, all the music industry shit. And it's like a lot of the times, and even back in the day when I was with, what I'm saying? And I was telling her about like some of the conspiracy shit, not even the deep stuff, but like just some of the surface level. And they're just like, nah. It's like, what do you mean, nah? Like, it's just too much. So it hits a threshold where it's like, I don't even want to keep talking about this. Or I don't even, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like we've been talking about, it's just the ability to do what we're doing now. Is just have a conversation. And it's even if you don't agree with everything that someone says, just to take the parts that are of value, the parts that you really can't get down with, okay. Just cut that out.
Yeah, I'm very good at agreeing to disagree. Like,
Yeah.
I don't care if you think I'm wrong or whatever. You can call me whatever. In God's eyes, I'm his child. So I can't really worry about another human judging me.
That's so who cares, bro?
Yeah, right?
That's you have to think like, imagine yourself in like elementary school.
Yeah.
Everybody has their own opinion, but we're not like, oh, you have this opinion, so I hate you. We're all kids and we're running around.
That's
it's like,
the thing that I feel
what
is
are
the
kids?
problem.
What are kids on?
That's
stupid, and then they run away. Like, you know what I mean? We all had our own opinions. We all, you know what I mean? But it wasn't as serious now. Like, everything is in some kind of a spotlight. And we say it time and time again, stop taking yourself so seriously.
That's a good point. All right, let's jump into a theory real quick. You feel me?
Okay.
Okay, so have this theory, right, about this girl who had two mirrors set up, like face to face in front of each other. And she's looking into one of the mirrors and she sees that it looks normal behind her. She looks into the other mirror and she sees that it's almost like this portal into a supermarket. Right?
So like she can see like the goods on shelves and stuff like that?
Yeah, the goods. No, like I'm telling you, like it's all white. Like I'm talking white as in, let's say you're in the kingdom of heaven and it's like it's light, right? Like that bright in there. And then there's food on the shelves. It looks like a supermarket and it looks like the aisles are just going for miles.
What?
Yeah. So she has it on video where she goes into yeah. She has on video where she puts her hand in first and then her whole body with the camera, and then it looked like it was like some backrooms type stuff because like at a certain point the camera just dropped and everything just it was done kaput.
You think like at a certain level, like in the back rooms, are because what is it? It's supposed to. It's like it's more like a parallel plane of living or existence. You think like our technology doesn't work in there?
Oh, that is a good question. I feel like it does. It does still work there.
Think?
But I feel like we not being there disrupts like a balance and probably like sends off a signal. Like it's
I
like
think it's more like vibrational.
yeah,
and shit like that.
yeah.
I feel
Like where it's like you're not vibrating on the same frequency. It's like there's someone new here. Like you know when you feel like you're being watched, it's almost like that. Like you go in and instead of like you feel like you're being watched, that person can like sense that something new came in.
it's more like a disruption.
Yeah, like that spiritual energy where Goku be like,
Oh, I
who the
feel.
fuck charging up right now?
Yeah.
It's like that be I feel. But here we have the video.
Got it all on camera. Check it out. It said that this girl went missing back in 2001 after recording this
when
video
she's
where
on
she
the
placed two
camcorder.
mirrors together. Something
Yes.
really strange happened. Something really strange going on here, and if something is not happening to me, I just hope that this video can make me clear.
The Mario.
Okay, so I have these two mirrors in my room. As you can see, they're pretty normal looking mirrors. But I was cleaning and I had them kind of set up like this. And I noticed something really weird. Just watch. So when you look through the mirror into the other one, it becomes like a
What? Yes.
This or not,
That's
but
what I'm
placing mirrors
saying.
together is something you just shouldn't do, and it's said to open portals or bring in really bad energies or spirits. Sometimes good, but usually bad. And there's this huge.
Never sometimes good.
Grocery store.
Bro, and she's on the camcorder, like
Yes.
Oh, wait, it's even crazier. Watch this.
2001. I don't know if CGI was like that just yet.
Yeah. And there was no cuts in that. That was seamless. Bro, look at the mirror moving like water.
Ripples, yeah.
The absolute moment of truth.
So stupid for this.
3, 2, 1. People believe that she entered the back rooms and she's an SPC now.
The fuck is that?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
What is this place?
Like, look how big and wide that's. Like, you would never see a supermarket like this.
Oh, you hear them? That reverb?
Yes.
How far does it go?
Why didn't she tie herself to a rope at least?
And she just. The camera got shot. The camera got spit out. What the hell?
Wait, maybe your theory was right
That
though.
the technology.
Yeah.
Because it's like I don't know if I mean blasphemy, right? If I was God, like, and I feel like this is like, you know, a test, right? Because he could just throw out a miraculous sign, a miraculous something that's like, okay, I see this, I have to believe. But it's like something like this where it's like if we have raw footage, which I think there is of like crazy supernatural spiritual shit. Have you ever seen like the tiers to the internet? Where basically like we're at the most surface level. So I feel like way down in the depths of the internet.
I don't know
there's
if
some
I
shit.
want to know because I hear stuff and like to witness, like, remember when best score was a thing? I bet you none of that shit on best score matches up to what's like underneath that iceberg.
Yeah.
Cause like there's some crazy
They'll
shit.
show you like live time, you know, somebody getting taken advantage of, somebody being off.
Yes. And then like it'd be like chat rooms where like they're telling them like, oh, use this instrument.
Like some Twitch shit.
Imagine, you just got sent $10 and use the chainsaw on them.
It's all jokes, but imagine, bro. I mean, low key, that's like probably what it is.
Yeah.
And I was fuck, bro.
Definitely
like,
probably have to pay to play.
That was wild. And I mean, do you remember that like those scary games Dash used to play?
Yeah.
Do you remember the supermarket one?
Yeah,
That's what it immediately reminded me of. Where you're like running around and the lights flicker or change color, and then there's something in there with you.
Are you trying to say like that game is probably like based off that? Or could possibly be?
Maybe.
Yeah, it could.
Who knows? Who knows? Because that look, it reminded me instantly of those games. There was two that he played, like the Japanese corner store game.
And that one was even more scarier.
And then like the other one,
it was like with you're moving boxes and like customers trying to chase you around, stop you.
Yeah, I think
I remember. I know which one you're talking about.
I think that one, but fuck, bro, like the back rooms. Imagine getting like trapped back there. And the thing is, there's like other ones. There's other theories like a Disney back rooms where it's
my gosh,
you know, those parks or startups that never actually happen. Like I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be like a Donald Duck attraction that never got, you know, started up. I don't know if that's a backrooms thing or it's like an actual location, but people say that it's haunted, bruh.
What?
Yes.
You know, in like Disney, they have like underground tunnels, right?
Oh, the tunnel, yeah.
Yeah. So there was this video I was watching, and it was talking about how, one of the mascots had basically disappeared with a child in the bathroom.
What?
Like there was a trap door that like literally the mascot and the child went into, and then the trap door just like vanished, and the parents tried to tell the cops, and the cops just like were like, There's nothing here,
Bro, you
so
know that, I mean, there's actual like stories of that, like Disney
yeah,
employees trafficking children. Like that's not even
yeah,
a just straight up
that's
theory thing, but like actual.
I
They
know
did a
that's
sting
that's what gets
operation, and
me.
it was like a lot of teachers, coaches for this.
Didn't you hear about the recent bust that the Florida made?
What do you mean?
Like they stopped like a whole ring, like you were saying, like teachers and some ex-military,
What,
even. Yeah, bro, it's so crazy how many people are involved in this, and there was even one 16-year-old arrested, bro. Like
bro?
it's
Leave them
so
babies
crazy for
alone. Leave them
real.
babies alone. They're not doing nothing. But I mean, Disney's like,
That's so crazy to think about. If the world like was to end, you have to worry about the pedos. You gotta worry because you don't know who you're around,
yeah,
especially like who to keep in your circle.
it's very interesting. Like it's all the what's it called? All the I guess wait, I'm not oh my bad.
Um,
The headphones are fucking up a little bit. Sorry about
okay.
that. All the I guess nastiest people that we expect, like that we have a prototype in our mind of what they would look like. They never look like that. Like a lot of the people they use for trafficking and shit like that, they'll use like older women to get the sympathy of younger women and shit like that. I
Yes.
literally heard a story of this lady, and she was with her child at some grocery store or whatever. When they came in, there was like a black van that pulled up. I don't know if it was behind or next to them or something, completely blacked out van. And they were like, okay, like her and her daughter made a joke like that looks like one of those like abduction vans,
I would have
something like
started
that.
running. The fact that like my mom said that joke to me while that black van put on my mom, let's start running.
No, the daughter said that.
Oh
The daughter
yes.
said that, and then they go inside, blah blah blah. They shop, they come out, and there's like an old lady, and she was like, "Oh, I had that mother sense, like that mother spidey sense, where they're like, something is something," and I feel that's more like a spiritual thing, where
Oh
it's like,
yeah, for
it's
sure.
not an emotion, it's just in your heart of hearts, something is off.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like you don't react for no reason. Like your
Yeah,
body knows when you're in danger.
yeah,
And if
yeah.
you can feel like you're in danger at certain points and nobody's around you, you're being
You can't
watched.
ignore that. Yeah,
Exactly. And like your spirit is very reactive.
yeah. And so basically like they're on their way back to the car, and there's this lady who comes, or she's parked close by, and she's like, "Oh, I dropped my keys under the car, can you go, can you get it for me?" But she singled out the daughter, and the mom, she said she had that kind of like mother spidey sense, and
Uh-huh.
she's like, "No, no, I'll get it." And she's like, "No, no, no." Like all of a sudden she's all good, she doesn't need help. She's like,
Yeah.
"No, no, no, it's good." And she's like, "No, no, I insist, I'll help you get it." And she's like, "No, no, no." And she sees that same black van circling around again, bro, like pulling up behind. So they'll use, like, it's never gonna be, oh, you're scruffy, 6 foot, low key, a little bit chubby, fat guy. Like, of course, sure, those will be the niggas in the background, in the van, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's never the people that they look like. That serial killer trope where it's like Ted Bundy and shit. Like they be fangirls for serial killers, people
I
that
don't get
are
that.
sociopaths that brutally butchered people, and there'll be fan clubs because just like they're not what you expect them to be. They look just like you and me. They might even look attractive. I heard there was like they call him like the K-pop killer in Korea, and because just he looks like a K-pop star. Like he just looks very young and attractive, and people were fangirling out for that nigga, bro. But these are the villains, bro.
Sometimes I just hate the place we live.
All
Like
the
the
time.
earth. Cause just what is wrong with people?
Did you know? Did you know? What's it called? DoorDash. Like a lot of people are not using DoorDash anymore because they're trying to like.
Yeah, boycott, right?
No, no, it's not even a boycott.
What?
It's that let's say I'm Patricia, and I'm 20 years old. I'm doing DoorDash for a little bit of extra bread, and they'll basically sign up for an account as a woman, like the consumer, and they'll pretend to be a woman, and the person pulls up and they're like, oh, I live on this floor, you gotta come up to the top. And it'll be like a nigga or like three men waiting. Like there was this girl telling her story, and it was what's it called? she she started taking her friend to go and do deliveries with her, and they went up to like the top floor to do a delivery, and three men opened the door, and when they saw that the guy was with her, they didn't even, oh, we take the food, whatever. They didn't even want the food, they wanted her. So they're like, oh no, forget it, and just close the door and kind of shoot her away very quickly. But it's like, you feel me, that's what you got to watch out for, is like, it's never the people you think it is.
And that's why I say it's about that time to get a gun.
Yeah, bro.
Because, like, I'm not letting that type of shit happen to my girl.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, I had to drill that into her head, like, yo, I'm getting guns and I'm going to the gun range with your dad and you, and we go practice shooting.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's getting. I mean, have you seen? I think I mentioned it like in passing to you, but basically, like, these laws that are coming out in Washington.
Bro, yeah.
Have you seen that one? Where it's like they're doing these basically like underground laws. It's not really that underground because
Like subway laws?
No, just that it's not like a mainstream.
Oh,
So people are like, wait, hold on, no, we know
They've-
about this.
They also started on New York.
Let me look for the video here.
It's getting pretty bad, and like
What's
by
going
the
on
time
in New York?
In New York right now they have a state emergency going on. So like now they have like literally almost the whole police office literally in the subways, like at the checkpoints checking people's bags because of a lot of the immigrants and a lot of the crime that's been on the rise, and the fact that the subway station has been like
So basically,
been
like,
where most of the crime has been occurring.
what are they called at the airport?
What?
Like the security, but like basically like airport
TSE? TSA, yeah.
Like TSA for the subway.
Yeah.
Basically, damn.
But to be honest, I feel like it's going to be, they're gonna start passing more laws where it's like they say you can't have where you can't have face coverings or head coverings, and if they even suspect you of a crime, like they can take you in.
Yeah. Okay, I think I found the video.
Did y'all hear about these new outrageous laws? Like you can get criminalized and get a fine or even go to jail for gathering with two or more people.
What?
And plenty other outrageous laws too.
For gathering?
Here's another crazy one.
Now, a little like side theory for that. Isn't it funny, bruh? In the word, it says like, wherever two or more are gathered in my name, there I shall be.
Oh my
You ever
god.
take that in? Take that in, bruh.
You know in Canada right now too, like if you even like prophesize the word, not prophesize, but like say the words of the Bible, like you get put in jail.
Really?
Yeah, this is a new law coming out too.
Oh,
Like-
it's like something being passed. It's in
Yeah.
the works.
Yeah, so like we are, and I'm sorry if it scares you, but we are nearing end times if you really think about it.
so.
Because the fact that now it's gonna be that you can't even talk about any works of the Bible without getting jailed. They're going to be separating two or more people. So they're separating the Church of Christ, right? Because the church is not the church we actually go to. It's when two or more people are gathered, like you were saying. So like and then they're gonna put that Sunday law in, and like that mandatory Sunday law is like that's gonna be around the end of everything, and that's gonna be.
I would say gather more on that.
Yeah,
Gather more on that. We'll
Say
revisit
no
that.
more.
But like, let's see some of the other stuff in this Washington.
And plenty other outrageous laws too. Here's another crazy one. Any face coverings
Yes.
is criminalized. Yeah, whether that be a hoodie, bandana, or even religious attire.
What?
Yeah, gatherings of two or more people, you can get criminalized if the police deems an area to be high risk. Now they can just arrest you if they suspect you might commit a crime. Yeah, they can kill car chase suspects now, regardless whether they're guilty or innocent. Interesting. Fear is now cause for arrest. So somebody makes somebody else
Fear
scared.
is now
Now they can
cause
get
for
arrested.
arrest. It's
What?
I
crazy.
definitely see a Karen using this in their Pokemon card package.
Now keep in mind
Now
this
we
is
have to show
Washington.
our papers. If not,
Let
you
them
get
try that shit in
arrested.
Florida.
That definitely reminds
Niggas
me
are
of
blasting,
that
bro.
No, for real. With the concealed carry?
Take over. On the last crazy one, if you drop your gun, that's now an extra charge.
What?
See right here, they said if
Oh,
you get shot by the police and you drop your gun, it's gonna be a longer sentence.
What?
So it's another crime because you dropped the gun. And this is why it's important for us to pay attention to the laws that they be just dropping. Because what do they got going on? No, seriously, like now you can arrest somebody just because.
You
Bro,
know,
now and like if you guys are like taking this in, oh this is bullshit. Let's see what it's called, the Bowser Pinto plan. It's there for you to find.
bro. You know, around the White House now they have upped the security. They like
Word.
they built like a even bigger fence. Like they fenced in the president. Is this so like? Remember when they stormed the Capitol?
Oh, they not trying to have a
They
run
not-
back.
And that boy's
not trying to
scared
have a
because
run back.
they know what they're doing. They know they're running these laws and that people are not stupid anymore. There's people that are not even filing their taxes anymore.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I literally saw that.
And like, and if you
It's
think,
like, I mean, what is it? Like people are getting back nothing on their tax returns.
yeah,
shit like
now
that.
now people have to pay money back to the IRS. Just for the IRS to turn around, give the money back to the government, and then they send that money to Israel.
Word?
Yeah, because that's what we've been doing this whole.
Funding their military.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, bro, it's getting reckless out here, bro. It's getting crazy.
I'm just thinking about the guns I'm finna get, bro. And like I'm about to be like, bro.
I'm trying to be like
The second I
Blade
get
one
that,
time,
you
bro.
and me, we're getting like thoroughly trained.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm talking like military, like anybody pull up on me or the fam, it's raps.
Yeah, and it's like I will say, like, young guys and young girls alike, bro.
Yes.
Go and get you a piece and make sure you know how to use it. I would stress more so, like, you shorties out here. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? Because anything could happen. You're at Walmart and they use various tactics. Like, if you touch the handle of your car,
Yeah, I remember.
you know what I mean? Some shit
Bro,
like
I had
that.
a
don't-
dream about that. It was so weird. Like I was like almost in like another dimension. Like I had a dream inside a dream where I thought I woke up but I was still sleeping.
I be having those. All
Oh,
the
I
time
hate
now,
that
bro.
shit so much. That shit's really all the time.
Yeah.
That shit happened to me recently and it creeped me out.
I've been having more like lucid dreams.
Yeah.
I had a dream, I think it was either yesterday, day before, where basically like it was so stupid, bro.
Bro,
I went like me and my brother like got out from the gym and like he saw some nigga that he knew and they were trying to cop za. And he's like, all right, for sure. I got you. I got you, right? But he didn't have any with him, right? So he's like basically selling them the idea of za. Like he didn't have any. He's like, yeah, for sure, bro. There's about to be some gas, whatever. We just gotta go pick it up. So they get in the car with us and we start driving. And we've been driving for let's say like 25 minutes now. And then he calls, he's like, all right, hold up, they're like, okay, what's going on? Like, where are we going though? He's like, hold up, let me just call my dog. He's gonna be, supplying me. And he calls him and what's it called? Like that nigga doesn't pick up. And then so he calls, I look in the rear view and I see that nigga like reaching in his bag. I'm like, I know this is a dream, but I gotta see it through. Like, I know this nigga's about to pull out a gun. And then he calls basically like the supplier's girlfriend. And he's like, yo, you gotta tell this nigga pick up right now. Like, you gotta tell him, we have a transaction to make. And the girlfriend's like, blah, 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 like brushing him off, whatever. And I literally see through the rear view again, niggas loading up his clip, right? And I saw that. And I've been having more lucid dreams. It's like, I don't think everything is supposed to be like, some magical meaning.
Yeah.
But I like just earth bended the gun, like metal bended that shit out of his head.
My dream was kind of like so weird. Like it was like off a nap too. Like it was it was something like um this woman was trying to, she was like almost some FBI agent, like, and had like this type of needle gun trying to like come kill my dad. Like,
What?
yeah, in the
What your
house.
pops got going on,
I
bro?
don't no, I don't know, but it was so crazy. And then like and then like I think she gets him, and then like he gets aggressive and tries to like hit me with a belt, and like I grab it or some shit.
Bro. Okay, no, keep going, keep going.
And then like it like cuts to where I'm outside, and it's like all the people I know are lined up face down on the block.
What?
Yeah. And then like I'm the only one that's not in restraints. And then like I'm like, they're like, yo, Justin, you gotta help us. And like I'm like the only one possible to do something.
No
And
bap that shit prophetic, bro.
yeah, low key. Like that shit had me spooked a little. I was
What the
like, what does
fuck?
it mean? Like I woke up and I had to tell my little brother. Cause I was like, man, this makes no
Which
sense.
one, Brandon or Jaden?
Jaden. Cause Jin be the creative one. So and he be like,
He give you a little decipher.
he might just be like, that's crazy, but like I just had to get it out.
Yeah.
You know?
No, the ones like that where it's like you just it feels different than the other ones you be having.
The other one I had was like I walked through a door, like you know in One Piece where they have the door fruit. Like it's like I walked into a door, and then like I walked into the kitchen, but it wasn't our kitchen in Longhorn. It was like like just like some other kitchen, and like I walk in there and like nobody can see me. And this was before you were talking about like the what thing with that guy in that different reality.
Oh,
Right.
okay,
And then
yeah,
like
yeah.
and like nobody could see me, and like I went to their back and I stole like the
Hungry ass
the apple
nigga.
juice you know that when that come in that little pouch. And then like I closed the door and nobody knew I was even there.
What?
And yeah, and then like I'm back into like my reality. And then it was so weird, it was so confusing. And it was like I I got out the house and drove somewhere like to a Bath and Body Works, like a plaza that had a Bath and Body Works, and I just saw couples walking in twos into like a line of them, like one after the other, like almost like a factory. And then like I get out my car for some reason, walk to the passenger side, and then touch the door handle, and then they got like the fentanyl stuff in the door.
What?
Yeah, and then like, and I'm tripping in my dreams, and I'm like, I gotta get home before I crash. For like, I'm probably like just done for.
Damn.
And then like I'm driving home, and then it's like raining, and then there's like a fire truck, with like trying to get water, and like they're spraying the water, and like it's getting on my windshield, and they're just like, yo, go this way, like go to the all the way to the right side, and keep driving. And like I'm like so out of it, and it's like I was blurry in my
You're
dream.
starting to like fade off a little bit.
Yeah, like not fade off, but like it's like I couldn't even see out my I maybe fade out in my dream. It
Yeah.
was weird. It was like
Bro, honestly, I feel like the most scary, I guess, form of weaponry to me is like bioweapons. Because you won't even recognize it. If you don't know,
Yeah.
like you won't recognize it till it hits. Like, have you ever heard the theory that that Bob Marley was like injected with AIDS?
what?
Or not either AIDS or some shit. Or I don't remember exactly what the theory was, but it was either AIDS or like cancer or some shit. Like, I fully believe the government can weaponize that
Oh
shit.
yeah, of course.
You got cancer, you get a cancer, you get an AIDS. Like, they just shell
What
that
do you
shit
think?
out.
There was like a large recall with like some of the fruits and stuff in
They even say that about what's it called? Easy E.
Oh yeah, I remember like they did some science stuff in that man's drink and then gave it to him.
Yeah, bro.
And gave that boy sickle cell. Like yo,
The bio shit is far more scary, bro. So I'd be like all the crazy, this influenza, this
Where all
like
my
this
MK
sickness.
Ultra people at? That's what I'm trying. I need them to teach me airbending like right now.
Airbending. But the video he was talking about, like related to your dream, where like it kind of connects to this Backrooms thing. So basically, there's this guy somewhere out in like South America or Central America, somewhere over there, and it goes that he woke up in the year like 2027, and it's a TikTok account. He's been posting like TikToks of him going to various places, various like high-end places, various like high security places, peak day hours, and there's nobody there. So people are like, what the fuck? And like they'll give him challenges in the comments like, go here. It's supposed to be like a high traffic area, at that time of day, and there's no one there. And it's like, how do you really debunk that?
Yeah.
Like, where is this man? And it's like there's nothing really to prove yes or prove no. It's just kind of up in the air. And most people probably be like, oh, that's bullshit, whatever. But it's like, damn, that's a hefty ruse. I don't know about you, but that's a hefty ruse to pull off,
Sure,
bro.
man. Even that nigga who pulled out off the space landing couldn't prove that one. Probably.
What? What you mean?
The director, whatchamacallit?
Oh, of
probably
like the moon landing.
the moon landing, like
You feel it's not. You feel it's cap.
what, the moon?
Yeah, the moon landing.
Bro, the scientist, was it Ben Oswald or some shit?
Buzz Aldrin.
Aldrin. Wow, I didn't even
Ben
know that.
Oswald.
Wow, that's crazy.
Nah, but yeah. Oh, you're gonna say like I've seen the videos.
Yeah,
It's like
he
I
says-
never was there.
Yeah, he said it was all like lights and camera, and like it's so crazy. Like, what was the purpose of that plan? If you think about it, maybe to like say that it's possible for us to go outside of the Earth.
So, okay. I saw an interesting video on that, bro. Have you ever heard of Sky Ice?
No, sky ice. What do you mean?
Ice. So basically, if you guys don't know, after I think it was World War II, World War I, World War II, or either after or in the middle,
Wait,
and basically, like all of these countries, either on this side, the Allied side, or the other side, conveniently enough, they all sign a treaty. Look at Antarctica is off limits. You can't go there for like, you can only go there out there for research purposes, whatever. And there's a few bases from like Russia. I think there's an Argentinian base out there. Obviously, some American bases out there, research labs, et cetera, right out there. And so basically, there was this guy, right? This guy he was a helicopter engineer, and he was stationed out there he made some friendships with some of the scientists at a base out there called McMurdo Station. And there was a leak from the research lab by this guy about this material called sky ice. That's what they were studying. So when people come out,
that's material.
yeah, and he said it was like unlike any element, anything he's ever seen before.
Bro.
And so basically he befriended these scientists, and they revealed to him what they were studying. And it's like this unique, like dark, opaque blue ice. Not like the regular ice they like claim to be studying.
They
out
got
there,
the
all this
mystic,
shit.
bruh.
You feel me? this, and it's like you can't see through it. And one of the scientists he got close with showed him a piece of it. And he said it was like, unlike any other matter, you can't touch it with your bare hands. It's cold as fuck. Like, you have to use those, I think it was like, it's like negative 218 degrees Celsius for oxygen to freeze. And that's what this thing is composed of. It's like mainly oxygen. And so basically, it's like lighter than regular ice, slightly flexible, slightly durable. And when it gets warm, it just basically like ceases to exist. Like it evaporates into nothing. And what's it called? So they're studying in our Antarctica because it can't be transported. Once it
Yeah.
like gets
Because
out.
nobody would believe it. Like, it
No,
would
no.
already evaporate.
Yeah, once it gets out, it like ceases to exist. And so they were basically, he asked them like, he's like, where the fuck did you guys like,
Yeah.
where you got this from? And you know what they responded?
What?
The wall. That's all the wall. That's what he said, bruh. And so like apparently if you go deep enough, like hundreds of kilometers inland from the coast, you'll run into a huge wall that contains this ice.
Oh, wow.
And so they did a project to excavate and like bore into the wall to try to get to the other side. And what they found is like under extreme cold conditions, the ice starts to regenerate itself. So they're boring into it and they were boring into it for a year and they find that the tunnel like started to close until the
Bro.
drill got stuck because it starts to like
You know, like in a video game, like in an open world where you get to that part where it just won't let you?
Yeah, the rendering just doesn't
Yeah,
process anymore.
bro.
Like you reach the edge of it.
That's crazy.
And if
The
you got-
fact that it regenerates itself?
Yes,
Bro.
And if you take it anywhere else, it disappears. Like that's just crazy. And if you guys don't get like what we're putting down, there's a theory out there like the pancake Earth theory. And if you look into that, basically the theory goes is like this plane that we live on is an enclosed plane. And there's a firmament. Like imagine if you ever seen the first Simpsons movie, that like bubble that they dropped on Springfield, and the borders is an ice wall. And like imagine this is the material of the ice wall that they're saying, and you can't get out. You bore into it, you try to break out of it, and it regenerates itself. You'll never get to the other side, bruh. And this was a leak from that center, bro.
That's crazy.
Imagine. Imagine. That's nuts though, bro. That's fucking crazy. And they're saying like, you know, when people come out there to do like interviews and, you know, like film crews and shit like that, then they'll start studying the regular ice and like, you know, whatever. But like this is the stuff that this was a leak from a helicopter engineer out there.
What?
Yeah, bro.
Yo, that is madness,
You
brother.
feel me? Now imagine like how much other stuff like if this is true, imagine how much like other elements could be out there that they don't want us to know about, or how
Bro,
much
there's
other,
so much that I know for a fact is being hidden.
like how much other locations are, you know, just like maybe spiritually charged or something that we have to stay away from. You feel me?
No, I feel like that's the reason they have such high security at some of these places like the Grand Canyon, where they wouldn't even let people in, or like any place that basically has any spiritual energy is always heavily guarded
Yeah.
by like a bunch of militia, bro. And that, like, what if like we could tap in, like if they won't let us in, because if we get in, like, you know how we said, oh, remember, like, we're gonna get our superpowers, right? Now hear me out. Imagine we're there and like you like because what people don't know is that ether is an element, right? So imagine if that charges your ether and your vibration changes, and then you're able to manipulate matter.
Or even you just get, and now like take this and like you just get, I guess, a taste of what feeling a different kind of energy feels like. Like everywhere we are is more like low vibration.
Yeah.
Like we can't really harness anything, like any kind of pure energy essence. But these places, like you're saying, I know what you're talking about. In the Grand Canyon, there's said to be like a part where it's what's it called? It's heavily guarded. Well, it's not said, it is heavily guarded. And there's said to be like hieroglyphs and shit down there, just like in Egypt, which is interesting, right? Because who owns that area? It's NASA. Did you know that? And who owns the rights to the inside of the Pyramid of Giza? It's NASA. And it's interesting what they say it was. They said the pyramid was built as a tomb for one of those ancient Egyptian
It's not a
kings.
tomb.
But if you look at any of the tombs discovered, these are royalty, right? And the people in Egypt, revered them as gods, as deities. So you'll see like all of these gorgeous inscribings around them,
Exactly.
like their tombs are decked out. And you go inside the Pyramid of Giza, it's like plain walls, it's very narrow. It's and you just see like this box in the middle, and they're like, oh, grave robbers took that shit. It's like, nigga, they stole the hieroglyphs off the walls too. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, that was probably like
Like you were saying, some kind of energy harnessing
yeah.
device, something
I
like
think
that.
that box probably contained like one of those crystals that probably like emanate energy, and like the amount that they had in that box was big enough to like basically charge the pyramid. And like that's why remember when I talked about limestone, right? Why do you think the pyramids are built out of completely
They're built out of limestone?
yeah, complete limestone, and then at the top it's gold, because like all of those components together make it like so electromagnetic that it's like, bro, it's basically like a laser at that point, bro.
Like a beam.
Yeah,
Because there's another theory like that the oil and coal harvesting industries destroyed, that's what we were talking about before, like those old world civilizations and old technology and energy harnessing. Because you ever heard about the kingdom of Tartaria? So basically the kingdom of Tartaria was said to be an ancient like civilization in, I think it's like modern day modern day Russia. And basically their flag was a griffin, but the current flag of Russia is a griffin being killed by a person, like a man, right? And so in this Tartaria Empire, it said that like they harnessed free energy and they used that in their technology as sustainability for life. And you know, the coal mining, oil mining industries or whatever, they're what's it called? They wanted to dismantle. That's not profitable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you gain power by taking it away from somebody else. And they basically wanted to dismantle that shit, so they destroyed that old empire.
Wow.
So imagine like what you're saying in you know, Egypt and stuff, like this pyramid as like this energy beacon.
They
or
wouldn't
whatever
even
it
want
was.
people to know that's like a thing.
The
that's
mechanics
possible.
of it. Because imagine like a modern day engineer, I guess, understanding the you know, starting to put two and two together. Like,
Yeah, anytime you see someone get to building some type of structure like that, it's either they buy the rights to that thing, like they buy them out and then they just take that thing and hold it on the shelf, or that person's off.
Yeah,
if they
bro.
don't want to sell it.
Yeah.
Man,
Fuck.
you have you heard about this thing going on in Haiti right now,
What's going on in Haiti?
bro?
I always get
we're
excited
talking
when you say
about
anything about
Leo.
Haiti.
Leo and Johnny were even talking about
What?
It's a major uproar that's going
Yeah,
on.
I'm tapped in.
So okay, in Haiti right now, all of the people, well, not all of the people, but the prisoners have been released.
What?
Yes, not
this is
released,
confirmed.
not released, but broken. They broke out there. Yes, like, and it was like, I think more than 5,000 people or something like broke out of the prison,
Damn.
and like and the Haitian president got killed. Yeah, and they
No
found
BAP. This is like this.
no,
is
no,
what's
no.
going
This
on out
is
there
what's
right
going
now.
on. Haitian president got killed, and they found out that the wife was in on it. Yes.
Getting the prisoners out and getting him killed.
No, not getting the prisoner
just
out,
getting
but
him
getting the president killed, right? And so what's going on is that like they're like the prisoners are running rampant, and like there's like this new crime boss that's there. That's like he used to be a policeman, but now he's like the highest ranked gang member. And like it's so much. Let me go into my notes to really like decipher. So
What?
we have the Haitian gang leader that was formerly a cop and is now the most powerful gang leader, called Jimmy Tarzoa, and then his gang name is G9, and he controls a group of 12 gangs and plans to overthrow the government and institute better life policies. Now, hear this out. This nigga is now the new gang leader. what policies you gonna put, my nigga,
To make life better.
to make life better in Haiti? And then he's wanted for the Bel Air massacre, where he killed 81 people and also shot and killed 44 Haitian and shot and killed 44 people. And there's also a video on this that like better goes into it. But I just want to like give you a preface, of what's going on.
What the hell? It's funny. Like, I feel that what should be on the news, especially in this day and age, is not American news. Like, we know what's going on around here, but we should be getting like world coverage, bro,
Right,
of what's
bro.
going on.
But the thing is that our government owns so much of like all the news stations around us. So it's so hard for us to get this information without if we even had this app.
Yeah.
To be honest, because like this is like it's put to the forefront instead of like you have to do the deeper research. Somebody's already doing the research, giving you the stuff, and you can see it, and then you know what to look for.
We recently discussed the chaos and carnage that is continuing to go on in Haiti, of which you will never likely hear about from the media or leaders in this country. Today, though, I want to talk more about how Haiti is structured from a gang and organized crime standpoint, and the man that essentially is the most powerful gangster in the Haiti world. The most powerful gang leader is said to be this guy.
Bro, he looks like that what you call it? One guy from Call of Duty when you're fighting. Yeah. He looks exactly that. Bro, that's the first thing I thought when I saw this guy.
AKA Barbecue. Now, in an interview that Barbecue did with Sky News out of England, he claims that he got the nickname due to the fact that when he was a kid, his mother sold barbecue chicken as a street vendor. However, many people believe that the nickname is actually from far more sinister and depraved activities that Mr. Cherizier has committed over the time that he's led the gang that he's in control of.
That's more gangster.
Now, for years, Cherizier was actually a police officer.
But imagine how he got that.
He now controls a group of a dozen gangs called the G9 Gang. Now, the G9 Gang and people like Cherizier are guilty and have been allegedly involved in a number of large-scale massacres committed against the people of Haiti. Now, Cherizier claims his goal is to not only overthrow the government, but institute a better policy in terms of a better way of life for Haitians. Now, it's said that the G9 and Cherizier are wanted in their involvement in a 2021 massacre called the Bel Air Massacre, to which 81 people were shot, and then another massacre in 2021 where 44 people were shot and killed.
Damn.
Now, again, the goal of Cherizier and the people in G9 is to take over and rule essentially through a coup, as the government has been unstable in Haiti for years. The truth of the matter is, Cherizier claims he's looking to institute a better way of life for Haitians, but his constant depravity and the things that he's doing doesn't necessarily lend to that. He claims he's a man for the people. Now, again, in the interview he did with Sky News, he's followed around his neighborhood, and it doesn't seem like he's done anything to actually fix the way of life for Haitians. Unrest continues in Haiti, as I said, after recently there was a prison break where nearly 4,000 people escaped from the most dangerous prison in the country. This is one of the most dangerous countries right now in the world, and it is being led by violent thugs like Jimmy Barbecue Cherizier. Now, according to the United Nations, they would say about Cherizier and his gang essentially that they've directly contributed to the economic and humanitarian paralysis that has crushed Haiti over the last 5 or so years.
Wow.
Cherizier would tell the news, quote, "I'm not a gangster. I'll never be a gangster. It's the system I'm fighting against today. The system has made a lot of money. They own the media, and now they try to make me look like a gangster. I'm just a revolutionary."
You know what?
I'm just a revolutionary.
Like, that reminds me of Fidel Castro, bro. Where it's like, I don't know. In a sense, bro, like, I would love to think optimistically. Like, you know, it disappoints me that we see a lot of shit now going south with our government, and you see people like, oh, let's band together to boycott this, or let's band together to not pay our taxes this year, et cetera, et cetera. And you think about like the history that we've been fed, and I don't think it's all bullshit, but what do people do? And it's our constitutional right, if our government is infringing on our rights, the rights of the people, that we have a revolution. Who said that shit? It was I'm not no history buff. I forget. But I forget one of the whatever the nigga like life, liberty, and justice, whoever like
For all.
threw that out. He said
wasn't
like, it was
John something. Ah, fuck. Yeah. Keep going.
I don't know.
I don't know his name.
I honestly don't remember. It might have been Thomas Paine in his pamphlet Common Sense, but I don't remember at all. And it's just interesting, right? There's other countries that are dealing with like far worse shit. And it's like the only way that we do kind of refresh and get to where we need to be is by revolutions. That's how we broke away from England and shit like that. But at the same time, like that, I'm hearing that, and I hear like Fidel Castro, like you're butchering people and shit like that. Who knows what's going on in the background? It's like, feel me? That's nuts, bro. And
But to be
Haiti's been
honest,
going through
though,
some crazy shit right now.
it's hard to say like if those people he killed were either gang members themselves or innocent people, because Haiti right now is in such an uproar. Like when they were talking about like it's run by gangs, like bro, it like they have a bunch of gangs in there where if you wanted to get into like let's say another part of Haiti, and like you would be stopped by gang members and you would have to pay.
It's like sanctions.
Yeah, and you would have to pay to like get through. And if you didn't pay, of course you're killed. I remember seeing videos of them running up in churches and like stealing the money from the church. What? Like it's crazy. It's so bad because there's no real structure, and their money does not mean shit over there. Doesn't mean shit over here or anywhere. So like it's like they have no money. Those people are so forsaken. They were the first. We might have been the first to be liberated from our oppressors, but our oppressors never really left. If you think about it, like the high ups have often went to Haiti to traffic children and all that, and they have still been taking our resources to this day.
Bro, I remember my mom told me a few years back she had a coworker, and like I think it was her sister or something like that, but her and her husband literally got kidnapped, and she was like crying and like begging for support for money because they held them for ransom, like pay this sum or you're not getting them back. And I don't know whatever came of that. I have to ask her like follow up, but damn, I didn't know that.
I don't think I even want to know because I just know how gruesome they are.
Yeah. What the fuck? Damn. Shit is going ballistic. That's
what I'm saying, bro. And it's crazy because like it's all of this coming out at once, and like we be talking about boycotting, boy.
Yeah.
Get in the gym, get in the training, because you go have to get ready to run from this country.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I want to go somewhere that's like more recluse, like more integrated, like okay, our nature and our like all of those things around us are our way of life and sustainability, like something that's more integrated, because everything here, it's like who among us knows how to fucking hunt for real? You know what I mean? For sustainability, who knows how to like
go have to start learning some tribal language, bruh, because we about to go back to the Stone Ages.
You know what I mean, bro? Have you ever seen like have you ever seen or heard about like animals like dolphins being very like connected to the spiritual, but also connected to us as well?
Yes.
Like if you guys have ever heard, there's been like accounts of natural births, like ocean births, where people give birth, and like the dolphins will come up and like be around, and I guess in a sense like help with the birthing process. Because it's in the water, it's very natural, whatever, like chemicals and shit being released. But there was this situation where a dolphin it's like a swarm of dolphins, like we're swarming around a whale, protecting her because she was giving birth, and obviously there's blood and shit in the water, and there were sharks coming through, and it's like tens, fifties, hundreds of dolphins protecting this mother whale.
Dolphins don't play, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, they will fuck you up.
For sure. But look at this.
So check this video out, y'all. Check this video out, y'all.
Oh my
A
god.
whale was giving birth to a baby in the
You see
water.
those swarms?
And this
Bro,
attracted
that is more
sharks
than 10
to
or
the
20.
blood, the smell of blood. And dolphins appeared out of nowhere and formed a circle around the whale and the baby to protect them. Look at that, y'all. Look at the whale. Look at the whale. Look at that. To protect the whale. This is why they want y'all to stay away from dolphins. Look at this. Look at how beautiful this is, man. Wow. And they escort them off. This is beautiful. Beautiful. And to be able to...
And if you don't know, like, there's certain laws where, like, you'll get either fined or arrested for interacting with wild dolphins. Exactly. You can't touch them. You can't, like, there's certain laws. It's just crazy. Like, they live here just like us. Why I can't? What's up, nigga? Obviously for
They're
danger
hiding
purposes.
something.
You know.
No. Dolphins
So
are the
fuck all that
protectors of
danger
the
shit.
water.
It's like,
So, like, that's basic, like, and they're almost like our ancient ancestors because they have a lot of, like, their intelligence is, like, somewhat higher than, like, the average human's intelligence. So, like, imagine if we could, like, basically speak to them in frequencies. Like,
I guess I maybe don't think that they're like our ancient ancestors, but do you ever see like animal bonds? Like,
Yeah.
if you ever are watching like Avatar, they say like what are they called? They're called like badger moles. And those were the original earthbenders that taught.
That's what I'm saying, like,
The
ancestors.
sky bison were like the original airbenders that taught the people how to airbend. So it's like, what if, like you're saying, they're hiding this shit? If we knew, like, if we were able to become in contact. Oh, have you even seen Avatar, like the second one, where there's like a species of like these humongous whales, and the Navi, that like sea tribe, has like a connection to them. So
Oh,
they were
yes.
trying to get the general to stop butchering the whales because he knew he was using that as leverage. Okay, if we can flush out Jake Sully by killing these whales, because they're gonna come and retaliate because they see them as their brothers and shit like that. You know what I mean? So imagine if like dolphins have that connection with us, to where if we integrated with, like, they could teach us shit we never knew we could learn.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're probably detached, like, from them because of how much we throw ourselves into, like, work and our phones and shit.
That's what I meant
Yeah.
by like more integrated.
Yeah.
Because who's to say sky's the limit? Like, we could learn shit from all kinds of animals. You feel me? You know, some Craven the Hunter and shit.
For real.
Who
Bro.
knows? Literally, who knows, bro?
Imagine you talk to them. Them boys are giving you the secrets of the ocean.
Yeah.
Like, teaching you how to waterbend or some shit, bro.
Free the dolphins, man.
The fuck off.
I feel like whales too. Like,
No, whales
all
too,
that
yeah.
shit. I even saw a video of like, it was basically, this might not be, you know, as fantastical as it looked or appeared to be, but it was like a bunch of birds. And you ever seen like those ancient Egyptian photos of like those birds, and they have those two sticks that have like the curve to them in their feet, and their wings are up like that.
Yeah.
And basically it was like hella birds just posted up doing that shit. And I was like, what the fuck are these niggas doing, bro? Because animals are so much more tapped in to like whatever is beyond the metaphysical than we are. Because you see, like, if there's like a tsunami or something, all the animals will bang it. And that's your sign, us as people, to run.
Exactly.
I feel like we could know as well to do that.
You know,
we were really tapped
there was
in.
this experiment this guy did where he claimed to the government that he could talk to dolphins, right? And then like through through, how do I say it? Not even talking, but
Like
through the power of,
telekinesis,
yeah,
kind of.
telekinesis, yes. And they didn't believe him. So he went to like the shore of a beach, and like he just sat there and started like basically like sending his
Connecting with them,
yeah,
speaking to them.
exactly. Like sending his energy out. And then like, it took a little time, but then a bunch of dolphins just started
Showed
like
up?
showed up to the shore. Like,
What?
and then like they had like, once it was proven, they basically had to like call
Shut
this,
that shit
yeah,
down.
shut it down, call that man insane, and like he could never do that again.
It's like, what if it's one, it's like it's kind of like that hive mind sense, but also like that, I guess, domino effect of awakening. Have you ever
Yes.
heard of like this like attributes that are passed down? So basically, I forget if it was monkeys or birds or something, but there was like a naturalistic experiment where the conductors basically push the monkeys in a direction of learning a trait, right? And then they continued the study for years and years. The population was having children, and they realized that the children were being born knowing this trait already, right? And so they sent that population of monkeys who acquired this trait to another location, right? And what's it called? Oh, no. They kept learning this trait, and they kept having babies, whatever. And there was an isolated location that never had contact with these monkeys that were also learning this trait. So it's like once it's unlocked in one subset, it starts becoming unlocked in various. So it's like you hear things about like, oh, the Great Awakening and shit like that. And honestly, I feel like it could be something like this, to where one subsection, one person hears it, you're like, oh, that guy's fucking nuts. But someone pays attention, he learns,
Man.
and the next person learns, and it keeps being disseminated.
Think
until
about if
we're all
someone were to
woke up
talk
something.
to you in telekinesis, through telekinesis, right?
Why would they study shit like MK Ultra? Apparently, that's a
Exactly.
scrapped project
Right?
of learning.
Why you
Like,
think Stranger Things is a show? Because they have to show you what they've been doing. Because that's like one of their laws. Like, they can't do anything to you unless they show you. So like I feel like if that attribute was unlocked, like if someone says has the power of telekinesis, talks to you through your mind, and you figure, and like that would like basically change your whole genetic makeup, because now that's possible. Your brain would find a way to like emulate that, and probably like it's like one person does it to you, and now you're like charged,
yeah.
right? Like, because we're talking right now, but like that's so primitive.
Yeah, just talking
Like,
with the mouth. And
yeah,
of course, even things
Like-
that are like,
that's why echolocation is like more high up there. Like, because they can like just say something, and someone in like 1,000 meters away,
can hear that
like
shit.
kilometers away, yeah, can hear it.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Like,
like-
all kind of spiritual gifts that we don't even know are there, bro.
Bro.
Like, that are just like, I feel that like somebody born, hundreds of years ago, like, they don't have access to all of these dampening things, like the foods that we eat. Everything is very pure. They would have that shit, and it's almost like innate. Like, they would have abilities that we don't even know are possible to us.
Damn. You think that's why our food is constantly poisoned? Because without that poison being in our body, we would be more pure, and it would be like almost easier for us to tap into that.
Yeah, I think it's more like gnosis though. Like, a lot of the shit that you think of, like how kids in the Rockefeller school system, where they drain your creativity, and we don't know how powerful that shit could be. Because I feel, like your tongue holds so much power, and now it's very like, it's coming back like, oh, manifest, you're this, manifest. And I think that there's a facet of truth to that for sure.
Yeah.
Where it's like, speaking things, claiming things. My mom taught me that from like young. She's like, I'm claiming it tonight, I'm gonna have a good shift. And it's like, it's not you're batting 100, like, you're just, but it's starting to give that, nourish your body to put that into practice, speaking things out, speaking things into existence.
If you think about it, like with mirrors, if you constantly talk to yourself in the mirror, like do shadow work, and like tell yourself things through the
Personal
mirror.
affirmations.
Yeah, like
You get that confidence
apparently,
buff.
no, not just that. It can change your genetic code.
I don't know about all that.
No, bro, they said that it can literally change your genetic code, and like it could like give you different traits and attributes. So think about it, like you just be in the mirror saying to yourself, like I'm the avatar or some shit. Bro, like I know it might sound crazy, but we
Okay, go.
yeah. Like it might sound crazy, but like we are so much powerful than we know.
For sure.
And like
I definitely think that.
Yeah. And like they know that, and that's why like
They want to damn, because it's like
Yeah.
whoever, let's say whatever subsect is at the top, right? Like I feel like they have access to all that shit, like all the pureness, all like those gifts that they're denying us naturally. Like it's like
Yeah.
a God-given right to have these things. And that's why it's like if we learn to control the masses, we see how much, if everybody has a power, it no longer becomes special, because like, oh, everybody has that shit, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like something that is more, I guess, unique or, you know, set apart. That's what makes it special. But if everybody has it, like imagine like some like a bag or a wallet or certain clothes or something. If you have one person has like damn, that shit is kind of clean. Where you get that? Like, nah, nigga, I'm gonna gatekeep this. You never know about this. You're like, fuck, damn, that I need that. That's so hard. But it's like if everybody has it, you're like, well, I have that too. Who cares?
that's
You know what
true.
I mean? So if like the people who are poisoning our foods, we see all the shit, the chemicals, all the things that are throwing off the internal processes that we have inside. They're not eating the shit we eating. They're not,
Nah,
you know
definitely
what I mean?
not.
Surrounding themselves with the stuff that they're surrounding us, because like we'll dampen the masses' power, and that ups our power.
Yeah,
feel
true. I hear what you're saying.
You feel me?
It's almost like literally like how do I say it? Like since we don't have the powers, they're stronger because of it.
Yeah.
Instead of like if we have the power, like they would become weaker because everybody has it.
Because imagine if we all like started to wake up to that, and we all started to tap into these things. It's like it's power in numbers. If I have the same thing you have, but I outnumber you fucking 10 billion to 1, like
Yeah, and good always wins over evil. Good is like way more powerful than evil.
yeah.
Damn, that's crazy, man.
Feel me?
Shit, we probably have to change topic, to be honest.
We're getting too close. We're getting too close.
I'm not trying to have no black vans tonight, man.
Have you seen all the wildfires going in Texas, bro? That shit is nuts, bro. Like, and honestly, like it's another like prophecy unlocked.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Like the fires blazing and shit like that. I can't find the video. There's a guy in
What
the
I-
video who spoke to it so well, but like, all like the revelation type stuff. I'll just show the video of like all the wildfires and shit that's going crazy right now.
It literally looks like hell has arrived in Texas. Right now, urgent evacuations are underway in several towns as massive fires made worse by strong winds ignited on Monday afternoon and exploded in size on Tuesday, tearing
that
across and
inferno,
burning
bro?
500,000 acres of the state. That's more than the size of London in just 48 hours. Videos show enormous smoke clouds stretching as far as the eye can see. Firefighters driving through a literal inferno and dodging fire-nados. Homes have been burnt in almost every direction. Thousands are without power. Families have been forced to flee to shelters. And even the state's nuclear weapon facility is also now undergoing evacuations. Just one of the blazes has burnt more land this week than all of the state's 2023 fires combined, making it the second largest on record. The fires currently are not under control, and authorities have not yet pinpointed the sources of the blaze. But of course, I'll make another update for you guys tomorrow.
They don't know what caused it. They don't know what caused it, bro. You know what that sounds like? That sounds like fucking Maui and Chile part 2, bro. Part 3, actually, where it's just like,
Gotta start painting your house blue.
what caused it? But it's like 500,000 acres, bro.
There's been
What
a lot of
ignites that,
video.
bro? Like,
There's been a
what
lot of
ignites that?
videos circulating of like it's like super pitch dark at night, and you just see a green laser touching down on the earth and just moving around. So like they probably have like some heavy weaponry.
And you remember,
They can say it's aliens all they want, boy.
I know aliens, nigga.
Remember
Do
what?
you remember that that video I showed you of man down?
They show me a
That
what?
video I showed you of Emu, where like it was the first I had seen that animation, but it's like Emu, this One Piece character who, do your research, figure out who he is, but like he basically like he scratched an X on a certain island and said this island never existed, and it just you just see it get obliterated, and you just see this sunken hole in this landmass. And that's what we're talking about. We just talked about like Tartaria and stuff like that. Imagine the like how amped weapons would be if it's like a free energy based weapon. There's no signature for you to trace or anything like that. You can just blitz something, and nobody will know.
Have that.
If we don't even know anything about like free energy or any shit like that, any
If we don't know
technology
about
like
the
that,
ice wall, we don't know shit.
how would we know like how to backtrace? Okay, yeah, this was a free energy weapon that caused it 500,000 acres. No idea what started it. Like,
Yeah, right.
fuck, bro. I don't know,
That's
bro.
what I'm
All I'm
saying.
saying is it sounds a bit sketchy to me.
And this is along the time Texas was having that they were banding together to say that we're no longer going to allow the immigrants to come in from the
Oh,
borders.
word.
Right? Around the time they're talking about there's gonna be
Like
an
a civil
alliance.
war or some
Yeah,
shit
civil
going down
war,
over
and
there.
now they're burning up Texas. So I feel like what's happening is like the police who are not falling in line, who are not just being, how do I say it, mindless zombies with a gun,
Yeah.
like, and know what's going on and stand up for the people. Like those places are going to like be under serious watch because they like if we start banding together, we're so much stronger.
Of course, bro.
So like it's right now I see it as divide and conquer. Like, and they're already starting like hard.
It's like, okay, and it's interesting that it's not just the U.S. though, but like, well, I guess it is. Chile is like that exception.
Yeah.
But it's like keep your eyes peeled for what area is next, because it's not just the fires and stuff, but it's also like the flooding, like all of this like weather control type shit that we've been talking about. It's like I don't think that could it just be like natural and the earth is like purging. I guess possibly, who knows, like it's gotta happen. We're a plague on this fucking earth.
That's
for
to
sure.
be honest. But I feel like if it were to happen like that, we like history repeats itself. It goes right back to the flood. So like it would.
It's just like wiping shit.
Yeah,
it's gotta be like a reset.
Yeah.
It's like we've sunk in too far type beat.
Yeah, I think so. I think like that. I wouldn't say that we're worse than we were before, but we're almost on par, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I remember like in the Bible, remember they were like cutting up babies and all that stuff and like doing like all the ritualistic stuff.
And you had mentioned it earlier, like the whole Ryan Garcia shit, like going
Yeah,
crazy,
bro.
I didn't even. Let me see if I can find something here where it's like, bro, that man sounded like he just saw like a family member die before him. The way he was like, I just don't care, bro.
You know what? Someone also said that interview that happened with was it
Tate?
No, not Andrew Tate, but was it Javante or something? Or someone else? Tink. And Ryan Garcia. That wasn't Ryan Garcia in that interview, that it was like a deep fake. Is what
which
they were saying.
interview though? Like the
he
one
had
on
like
stage?
No, like it was like another interview or something.
Is it like online?
I think so. And he had like this golden like crown on his head, something like that. Like that wasn't Ryan Garcia. Like that was a deep fake because in
Is
the
that
video
where he was like, right now I'm only gonna be preparing for the fight?
Yeah.
Was that one?
Yeah. Like he
was very somber, like
right?
Like
he was very somber and like if you notice it's very subtle, but like when he's talking, the parts of his body are shifting. Like his lips look like they have filler, and it looks like his face slouches at one point. Like it's it's a deep fake on someone's face, and they're trying to make it look like Ryan Garcia, but like it's like falling apart in certain areas because it can't keep up.
Oh, how about this? How about this? Have you ever thought like what's it called? Have you ever seen Captain America Civil War when Cap first finds out that Bucky's still alive, and the way that they activate him is like a certain series of words, where it's like
A certain series of words.
yeah, it'll be like I'm gonna just shell out some random words. They'll be like 9, skateboard, homecoming, umbrella.
You
blah,
mean
blah,
like activating someone?
Yeah, but when they say that series of words, that's basically how they reset him. So Cap is like, he sees Cap and he's starting to have this mental, it's starting to come back to him. And they get him and they reset him with those words, because when he came in as the Winter Soldier, and he's like, what the fuck is that, Bucky? And then he starts trying to, reach out to him because he's messing up the brain control that they put on him. And they'll like capture him back and use those words to reset him. And then once they do that, it's like a blank slate where they're blank, you know what I mean? And you feel me?
Whoa.
Once they can finally like carry out that ritual type thing, he's refreshed. So it could be something like that, when those artists start to say things that are a little bit too jarring, or they start to say things.
If you really think about it, they get these people when they're very young.
Yeah.
Like those people you see, they're popular, famous now. Like Ryan Garcia, they got him like very young. Like he was probably one of the children that was like they're speculating that if you remember John Podesta, that he was like his assaulter. And like
word?
and like it was like a video. Like this was around the time with the Hillary Clinton thing with
Pizzagate and everything.
yeah, with Pizzagate and all that. But yeah, they have video on it and it's trending on TikTok. And it's basically like he of course he's not showing anything, but it's like in the background you hear John Podesta yelling at a kid, "What's my name? What's my name?" And then he said, "Hey, Day." He's like, "I am your father." And like he's like beating that you can hear the kid crying. Like, yeah, it was hard to even like just listen to.
Them niggas are wicked, bro.
Yeah,
Their
of
time
course.
finna come. But here's that video of like the way Ryan started speaking out.
Demons or him doing something. I'm not sure if this is demonic possession, him battling demons, or him doing some type of dark marketing stunt, but whatever it is, something is happening to Ryan Garcia. If you don't know who this is one of the most famous boxers in the world right now, and he's always known for giving glory to Jesus Christ after his fight.
I want to thank the King of Kings, Jesus Christ.
Recently on social media, he's been acting extremely strange, and he just posted this video saying, "R.I.P. Ryan Garcia, 666. We told you we were coming. Now maybe he got hacked, or is this man just battling demons?" The description of the video says the death of Ryan Garcia. It says Baphomet and just a bunch of other gibberish. People are starting to form conspiracies that he looks, acts, and speaks a lot differently than he usually does. He's usually pretty respectful, well-spoken, and always looking sharp. On podcasts, he's on his phone and chewing into the mic, and in interviews, I mean, just to watch this.
Invite the Holy Spirit to come into this room and fill this room with peace. Test. Weed is legal, bro. Cool. Bro, the younger generation look up to us. What are you talking about? Why you trying to publish? I'm like this. I do drink. I do smoke. Now what? What happened? Ever. Fuck out of here, motherfucker. Hey, what if I came up there and I beat the fuck out of you, motherfucker?
Like that's very out of character for
Yeah.
Ryan. I've been like staying aware with the boxing scene and everything for a little bit. That's you have to understand that's very out of character for Ryan.
Ryan
And this
Garcia
is like
said that the elites took hold of him,
what he was
took
saying
him
with
to
the Bohemian Grove.
tied him up, and made him watch very disturbing things. I'll show you that clip of him explaining this to Andrew Tate in a second. If you watched my video on him, you know that he's either being possessed by demons, taken hold of, hacked, whatever it is, it's dark. And before I show you this clip, just viewer discretion advised. It's pretty disturbing, so check this out.
Oh, I don't give a fuck, bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
Bro, they fucking took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe.
Like, why he
Bohemian
cussing so
Grove
much?
is real. They fucking tied
Bro,
me down and they
because
made
he's
me
also
fucking
drunk.
watch, dog.
If
I
you think about it,
absolutely
you see
don't give
something
a
like
fuck
that,
anymore.
you would want
Yes,
to
I
erase it
fucking
from your
lost it. They
brain.
were little kids.
So I feel like he's like,
Wait, hold on.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
That's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you. Which is
Bro, no, they can't, bro. All right, so come touch me, you fucking bitch.
And what he said, that was Andrew Tate speaking. He said, I can tell you from my own personal experience, they can touch you. And like you were saying last time, the whole allegations and him getting arrested, that was bullshit, bro.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
care.
that came
was
out of
bullshit.
nowhere.
Exactly, bro.
and then like they got taken away. That man grew a whole beard, but like both of them when they came back.
Yeah.
So like they had them for like a
little
minute,
while,
yeah.
yeah.
So if you really think about it, when you speak up on some of these things, they really shake you down. That's why,
Yeah.
you know.
And it's interesting, right? All the stuff he was posting, like all this babble shit, like it was just random letters and stuff like that. And I guess my mind immediately like kind of went to Doja Cat, where it's like just out of the blue, and then this swap of nature, where it's like,
Oh my gosh, do you even think like Doja Cat is put under like the same type of mind control? Like I was saying, Bossing Say boy. Like they get you underneath into like a dark room and they start hypnotizing you.
yeah.
Shit.
I definitely think it's possible, bro. Like mind control, shit like that. I like it's interesting too because you see like government psyops and you see like our government was, doing things MK Ultra and whatnot. But it's also fascinating that during the time of the Civil War, Russia was also trying to study and figure out how to exploit mind control. It's like, bro, look at how far we've come, bro. We're implanting chips into niggas' brain that alters their reality.
Yeah.
I'm sure they can wipe somebody's fucking brain. Like, I'm more than positive, bro. Like, we have truth serum and shit like that. You think they can't do that, bro? I definitely feel it's plausible. But let's end on this, bro. We've been seeing a lot of eyes to the sky, UFO type shit, bro. Now, what if I told you that UAPs are chariots, bruh? You've heard the theory that they could be demons, they could be, blah blah blah.
You mean like those bright glowing ones?
Like that
we've seen before?
The same alien trope that we've been seeing for ages. What if I told you those are chariots?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, now take this in, bruh. Check this out.
Yeah, bro.
All right, shut up.
Are in the Bible. UFOs are in the Bible. In a second, I will show you proof that the biblical prophets were encountering UFOs. Look at these biblical paintings showing the viewer the resurrection of Christ.
See those corners?
Do you notice what is in the corner? How about now? It appears to be a UFO witnessing the crucifixion of Christ. But what if these aren't UFOs, but instead biblically accurate angels? The Bible says that biblically accurate angels fly in chariots. The word chariot can be translated to millstone, and this is what a millstone looks like. So angels fly around in disc-shaped objects known as chariots of fire. One of these crafts abducted Ezekiel in Kings 2, verse 11. The Bible also says a spiritual lead disc lifted up and had a woman within it. Now, since we know that these so-called UFOs are from heaven, we know that angels are what we call aliens. So perhaps the rapture would look more like this. And we were conditioned to believe when this day came, it was an alien invasion and not God coming to rapture his children. There is a secret government book that I came across that exposes...
Whoa, wait, you got
No,
us?
he doesn't.
Ah, damn. Oh, he trying to sell you something?
No, it's not even that.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
he never really says what the book is.
Fuck.
Imagine, bruh. Imagine.
Can't even lick that shit up, bro.
Like
you
we've
get
been
flagged.
seeing, and listen, we've seen like ourselves personally. There was this one night we were coming back from, I don't know where we were coming back from, maybe getting some food or something.
I think it was Talking Tacos.
And there's a straightaway in my neighborhood that branches into two roads. And the night was clear, the sky was black, and it just looked like it looked quiet, if that makes sense. Like, do you
Yeah.
remember that? It just
Yeah.
everything, it just felt like
It was like
still.
nobody else was there.
And all we see out of nowhere, I'm like, Justin, what is that? And we just see this burning orange glow.
Yeah.
And we see it like, I don't even know how to explain it to y'all. It was like a tail tapering off of it,
Yeah.
like something moving at crazy velocities, right? And we see it bright as anything else, zooming by, right? And then we see it disappear. And we see it reappear again, flying. We see the tail behind of it and everything. It's gone. It just magically disappeared. And again, another night, it's like once you see it, your eyes are open to that shit. So I sent Justin a video. I'm coming home. My car was in the shop after I got in the accident. And I'm like, yo, I saw another specter, bruh. And he's like, no way. And I show him like it's a slight clip before we drive past like these tall trees. And it's the same type of thing, the orange, right? And then again, a third time, I'm out with G, I'm out with my girl. And we're literally going, it was our first time going to that house, that restaurant I recommended,
Boca
House. Yeah. And I don't remember I think it was one of like our 6 months or something like that, somewhere around there. And we look in this, I'm like, what the fuck is that? And she also was like, what is that? And it's like the same exact depiction, same orange glow, and it vanishes, bro. And it's like, imagine they're surveilling around here, whether it's angels or demons, I don't know, but it's not from here, bro. And it's not no little green man, bro. I'm sorry, ain't no fucking little green man. That's crazy though. I didn't even know they flew around in chariots and shit like that, bro. What's your take on that?
My take on that, man, that's how you know shit's heating up. They had to reveal themselves sooner or later, because with everything that's happening in the world, all the prophecies, like especially with what's going on about the solar flare that's about to come.
What's the solar eclipse?
That solar eclipse, I mean, yeah. That's about to fill Bible prophecy too.
Yeah.
So
did you see that video?
Yeah.
So basically, the last eclipse of the same type we had was 7 years ago. And here we are 7 years after. And the intersection that it makes over the United States is the, help me out, it's not Latin. It's the Hebrew letter, the very first Hebrew letter, the Tav. And I forget exactly.
The Tav, I thought it looked like an X.
Yeah, that's
what it's called.
Tav? It's called the Tav.
Oh.
And it's Jesus called himself the Alpha and Omega. And I don't remember if the Tav is the first or last letter of the alphabet. But I saw another graph and it showed the first letter. So and in both of them, for it's like eclipse patterns over the US, and it makes the Tav and the first letter. If I'm getting it wrong, basically it's the first and last letters in the Hebrew alphabet. And interestingly enough, around the time that Jonah in the Bible, he was like, God commissioned me. He's like, go and tell the people, go and get them ready, tell them that judgment is coming, blah, blah, blah. And what's it called? He's like, I'm good. He just ignored him, right? And he got swallowed by a fish. He gets out the fish and he's like, okay, I'll go tell everybody. He goes and tells them. And he basically was reporting to the people in a town called Nineveh.
Oh,
and it's
yes.
Interesting the path that the solar eclipse is going to be taking, because it's intersecting with something of like 7-8+ cities in the U.S. named Nineveh.
Yeah. So
you feel me?
So basically, that means focus up.
And the word uses like the number 7 numerology. All the people who love those angel numbers, the number 7 is used quite a bit, and it's like, I guess the number for the devil's like 666 or whatever, but it's like God speaks in sevens. It's very interesting. But we're gonna leave you guys with that. It's been real. This is a good one, bro.
Yeah, you funny, bro.
All right, let you guys simmer with that. I'm your host Jay. You can find me at 1043 Ivy on IG.
And I'm your host Justin. You can find me on Mr. Kills. That's Mr. Kills with 3 1s on IG. And this has been Get Excited, and all glory to God. Boom.
Things are getting real.
Boom.
Get excited. All right, y'all. Peace.